folks, today we're back down here at Logan Martin and fishing with Gary Hanson. Say hi, Gary.
Hello.
It's still a little bit dark. It's not too bad. It's actually lighter than some of the cameras showing here, but we're down here today after stripers and maybe some of these big spotted bass that Gary gets into. And we're fishing one of his little secret spots. Well, we've missed a couple of fish on camera here a minute ago, but Gary, he's got another nice spot on him. You wouldn't believe what we're catching these things on. We're actually live fishing big shad, and that's a better fish there. It's our third one in 3 casts, and we had a couple more big fish hit, but there he is. Bunch of them in this river, isn't it, Gary?
Plenty.
And you pull that shad out there where that's what we're catching them on. These things are, probably 5-inch shad.
6 inches long.
Yep, and we're catching fish, some of them not 2.5, 3 pounds. But they sure don't mind getting caught on them big old shad.
Coosa spots are mean.
Yeah, they are. Well, we'll get off this camera and get me another cast in here, and that's all we're doing. Throwing out there. We got a float and no weight, just a hook. And where he's got that right now is where we've caught 3 in a row. And there's a little rock pile out there that we know from when the water was down. This is about our 4th one this morning. Nice one, Gary.
If only she was bigger.
He caught this one. We weren't even really fishing yet. He just had his bait sitting over on the edge of the water waiting for the anchor to set. The fish took it right beside the boat, but we're actually fishing shoals. See, we've got rapids here. We couldn't even get up through that spot right there. It's shallowed up and there's a lot of rock. And you can see back behind Gary there's quite a bit of rock. Well, we've made 3 casts in this spot. We've had 3 fish hit. I've got a big one working my bait. We've already seen him. And Gary, he got, of course, the first one in the boat. He won't let me catch fish.
Wait a minute.
I keep coming down here to catch stripers, and he won't let me catch them. But I'll show you my float right out here right now.
I'm saving the biggest one for you.
There you go. There's my float right there, and that shad is just running and running and running because there's one after him. But hang on a second, back up.
It's a peanut.
It's a peanut, but hey, it's a good fish. There we go. That's what we're after. We're back here. Like I said, we're live baiting shad and see what we can't put in the boat here in the next few hours. I was trying to rig a different rod. I'm tired of fighting this one I've been working with. Of course, I hear one bust down Gary's shad he had out.
Another peanut. The hair bigger than the last one. Right there in the corner.
Now, how big are these fish running, Gary? About 5, 6 pounds?
Probably 3.5 to 4.
Is that all he is? He's long, isn't he? All right, well,
I'd like to see that one you had on a while ago. I'd catch him.
well, we're going to try it one more time.
We've been
sitting here, just not a whole lot happening. I just asked Gary a little while ago why we don't catch any catfish down here, and about that time my line took off, and this is what I got. Was that about a 6-pound blue cat?
Yeah.
And boy, he thought he was tough, but Gary landed him for me. He was a handful, so he got him in. But we got a nice blue on top of.
If that's an edible fish.
Yeah, and what he means, folks, is down here, there's so many chemicals in this river that they ask you not to eat the fish here, which is sad. He's a beautiful fish. But he gets lucky, he gets to go back. And there he goes. We've had a rough morning this morning. Just fish aren't hitting at all, so we've been drifting down, just talking as we went. And Gary had this one hit out in the middle of the river. He's not real big, but he thinks he is.
Come here, little girl. Hey, little girl, is your daddy home?
That's better fish. Man, everybody knows my dislike for being on camera, but we came back down and I asked him if we could throw a few casts back where we didn't have any action this morning whatsoever. And our first, 3 casts
Produced
strikes. And this one's not that big a fish, but I'm just having fun catching him. And
not bad.
no, he's not bad. Hold this line. Get this thing in the boat. There we go. Should be easy unhook. And there we go. A good little fish, probably what, 6?
Yep.
Something like that. Good fish. That's what I came down here for, that and some big spots. And I've been catching, I probably caught my personal best spot so far. So there we go. That's what we came for right there. As soon as I unhooked my fish, Gary threw right back into the same spot. And this one nailed it. And like he said just now, difference in a couple of hours. This morning we didn't even get a...
Couldn't buy a fish this morning.
No.
About 4 pounds.
But a lot of fun. All right, well, that was Gary's. Now I'm gonna turn this camera off and go back to what I was doing.
Keep running that camera. Shoot, I don't take a picture with me.
No, I'm gonna record just a little bit. Gary was, I just got this fish in. We'd probably turned the camera on if we'd realized how big she was. But that's the best one for the trip so far. What'll that one go, Gary?
Oh, I'm saying about 13.
13. That's good fish.
13.
All right. Well, that's what we came up here. Turn her a little sideways so we can see her. There we go. Good shot. All right, that one, and she came out of almost no water, just a few feet of water on a live shad. Man, it's fun. All right, I'm gonna take a picture or two of her, and we're gonna get her back in the water.